Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome back to Four Brothers Whiskey. I'm David. This is Mike. Tonight, for Turkey Day, we're getting into some Dusty Turkey. And stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can win a sample of either one of these bottles.
Dude, I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm really hyped for this.
This is going to be so good.
Dusty Turkeys.
Man, these, so we are big turkey guys, obviously. If you've watched any of our videos, you know this by now.
Yep.
Dusty Turkey, to us, is kind of the pinnacle of wild turkey.
Yep.
This one right here, this is a bottle I got a few months ago. It's a 1980 Wild Turkey 101, back when they had the 8-year age statement. It is absolutely delicious. This is my favorite bottle I currently have. This is a 1992 Austin Nichols Wild Turkey 12-year CGF, which stands for Cheesy Gold Foil, if you didn't know. Very excited to see how this one goes. And
Oh no. Dude.
the cork broke. We'll be back.
So we're back. Yeah, cork literally came right on off the bottle when I cracked that.
Yeah. Super common with Dusty bottles, period. You know, when I opened this bottle, it had a tiny bit of sediment in it. I had to do the whole process of you take cheesecloth, some measuring cups, you just kind of swap them over, put it back in the bottle, get rid of all the cork. And this one, we tried to take a wine screw and get the cork out. It literally just deteriorated, pushed right back into the bottle. So that was probably a 15-minute break, but we're back now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into this one first and then go on to the CGF goodness.
Yes.
But I literally went through the same thing with this one, and I've got a vacuum seal cork in it from wine bottles. One thing about Dusty bottles, they say that they die a quick death and they last just a few months. So this is one thing you can do to kind of prevent, or I guess give yourself another month or two. It really doesn't buy you much time, but
Yeah.
it buys you some time.
Yeah.
These things are so good when you open them, but you better be ready to drink them.
Yeah. Which, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna give you this cork after tonight.
Oh, I appreciate that. You're a friend. There you go.
I'm a good friend.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving, so you should be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
give.
Celebrate.
I'm thankful.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate you. He doesn't say that to me any other time, so
All right, now
I'm
pour
gonna
it
take
down.
that while I can get it. See, already back to it.
I am excited for this though. That is a hell of a sound.
Sounds like opening a soda.
Yeah, yeah. But I am excited for this. We said at the top of the video, Dusty Turkey. Well, Turkey is kind of our favorite distillery.
Yes.
And then we dove into Dusty Turkeys, and we kind of haven't looked back since. Now, we still drink a lot of the modern day releases and still try everything else out, but man, it is hard to compete against this with any modern day bourbon.
Yeah, absolutely. So I used to be pretty bad about wanting to buy anything and everything I could as soon as it comes out. I tried my first Dusty Turkey, and instantly they would send me links to stuff that's coming out, and like, I am saving my money, so when something like this comes up, I can buy it. And that's exactly what I did. So luckily after this bottle's finished, which it will be tonight, I have another one on the back burner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very happy about that.
I mean, God, just look at the viscosity on the glass alone. I mean, it's just, the nose is amazing. You get caramel bomb, vanilla, some oak in there. I mean, it's,
Oh, yeah.
and if you're familiar with the turkey funk, I mean, that is in there. I mean, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
absolutely.
absolutely present throughout the whole nose of this thing.
These are the kind of bottles where turkey funk comes from.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And if you don't know, Dusty's, I mean, how would you classify a Dusty? A pre-2000?
I feel like
I don't know.
everybody, we talked about this in one of our groups one night, that
Yeah.
everyone has a different
It's so
definition for what a
subjective.
Dusty is.
It's so subjective.
I kind of want to say pre-2000s, but
That's where I go. Yeah.
it just depends, man. Because I also look at something from like 1999 and I'm like, I question myself. I'm like, is that a Dusty? But
yeah.
1980s, early 90s, 100% is a Dusty in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think my theory, I guess, with Dusties is in the 1980s, gin was what was really popular. All of a sudden, when you have a $10 bottle of whiskey sitting on the shelf and it is not selling, and it's an 8-year-old age statement, you're not going to take, if you have a 15, 20-year product sitting in your distillery, you're not going to dare charge 30, 40, whatever they would have charged back in the day for a really nice bottle of whiskey if the $10 stuff won't even move.
Yeah.
So my theory is they could have been dumping a lot older stuff. You know, an age statement only has to be the youngest that's in it, right? So
Right.
if this is an 8-year age statement, there could be really, really old whiskey in here. We don't know. There's no confirmation. That's truly just a theory from me. But I mean,
I agree.
there's got to be something else going on here. I don't know if the water was different back then.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be something to that. It makes, for one, logically, it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right. And so, nowadays, bourbon is the thing. It's the fad, and it's coming off the shelves quick. And yeah, there's probably not a lot of time for those barrels to age and just dump older barrels into something that's stated
Yeah.
early, or young rather. So
Even if you take a 8-year, like the Wild Turkey 70th anniversary bottle that came out a month or two ago, that's an 8-year age stated Wild Turkey 101. It's good. It's better than regular Wild Turkey 101 in my opinion. It is nothing compared to this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, God, no.
Something is so different. Did you just take a sip?
I'd take 2 sips. I couldn't wait. You
hot.
were talking too much, man. I had to get in there. God, man, that palate is amazing. The finish. That's one of my favorite thing actually.
Finish?
About any Dusty so far that I've had is the finish is always so long. I mean, it lingers for minutes, arguably, and
Yeah.
I mean, for something that nowadays probably sits on the shelf or would sit on the shelf for $50, like, golly, man, that is just such a great bottle.
You know, one thing about it, to your point about the finish, the nose on this is really good. The front half of the palate is also really good.
Yeah.
The back half and into the finish, it just like explodes. Like it doesn't make sense how good these are.
Yeah, it's nuts. If you ever have the opportunity to find yourself with one of these, trying them or anything like that, highly recommend. It is a whole new world, and if you're only used to modern day bourbon, this will blow your palate away. I mean, it just will. It's
For me, this is everything that I had been searching for in bourbon. Once I finally tasted this, it was like, well, there it is.
Yeah.
That is the perfect bottle. That is what I've been looking for. So yeah, I'm on a dangerous path right now because most of the stuff that I've been buying is much older. I'm actually going to Kentucky in the morning, and I'm planning on going by Neat, a bottle shop in Louisville that has older whiskey available.
Yeah.
And I pray for my wallet. I'm scared what's going to happen. I have a budget in mind.
I'm not gonna feel bad for you for going to Kentucky.
You should. You should.
No, that you'll have a good time. But I mean, yeah, this thing is amazing. Get all the sweeter notes, and then it just finishes with oakier notes towards the tail end.
Caramel, vanilla, oak. For me, one thing I've noticed,
sugar?
brown sugar for sure.
Yeah.
I've noticed about Dusties, they are simple. You know, if you want a super complex bourbon,
That's so
this
true.
is not it. If you want one of the best tasting bourbons you have ever had in your life, this is probably it. You don't need complexity if the flavors are this extreme and this good. Truly. It's a simple, one-noter kind of bottle, but it's the best one you're going to come across.
God, it's so good.
Unless this one's better,
Yes.
which it's probably going to be. So,
But we'll see. We'll see, right?
yeah,
I mean,
we'll try it.
for this being 101, 8 years, I mean, that's amazing. That is so damn good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have had the 91 CGF, and it was great. I mean, arguably one of my favorite pours of all time. Never had the 92, so I'm pretty excited to go ahead and actually get into this thing.
Yeah.
But,
Let's do it.
yeah, man.
Man, I love Thanksgiving. Turkey Day.
Right? What better way to spend it than some wild turkey in your palate? I mean, the color alone, man, that is beautiful.
That's much darker than the 8-year was.
That is beautiful. I mean, that would suggest older bourbon, right?
I didn't hear what you said. And I don't care what you said. I don't. Smell that.
What are you getting? Wow, that is, holy hell. That funk is,
I was going to feel bad for how much Tim would have to edit if I truly answered what I was getting, because
Yeah.
what I was going to say is not appropriate.
that is.
Oh my God.
So you definitely get You get dusty funk. So earlier we said turkey
Yeah.
funk. You get dusty funk here.
Truly
And that
dusty.
that may not. I mean,
I get some fruity notes in this compared to this one. A little bit. Like
agree.
it's like
I
a touch
agree.
of stone fruit.
yeah. Oh, that's a good way to describe that. I actually
Red
fully agree.
fruits. You know what I mean?
That's
like
a great way.
just a little bit behind massive oak, massive caramel, massive vanilla. Like
Yeah, the sweeter notes aren't present on the nose here. At least I'm not thinking that. I agree. I get fruitier notes. I get like citrus even. I mean, like raisin. I mean, I get those sort of notes in there. So there's still some sweetness in there, but it's to me citrusy.
oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
But-
gonna pretend I heard what you said.
Do you want me to just leave you alone with the bottle? Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Go home, please.
What do you think?
I love it.
Of course you do.
Okay, this was a very, very, very good bottle. This shit's on it.
Wow.
That is incredible.
It's not even close.
It's the same exact proof. It's just a
not even
little
close.
bit older.
That's not even close.
And the foil is a little cheesy and it's a little gold.
And I like it. I'm a damn fan.
Good lord, dude.
I think that's up there for me. I mean, I haven't, I'll be honest, haven't had a lot of experience when it comes to Dusties. So, you know, I've had these, I've had a couple other Wild Turkey Dusties. This is probably number 2. I think 91 is still my favorite.
91, I do think is a little bit better.
I'd have to have it side by side to really, in the name of science.
Yeah.
But this right now, yeah, this will get me through. I mean, this will be good.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
And that is another thing about Dusty bottles. Year to year, this is a 1980. It's very good. I've heard that 1981 is kind of the pinnacle of these bottles. They vary like crazy year to year. I know some modern bourbon, batch to batch, year to year, it does vary a little bit. These are extreme. You know, 91 to 92, I'd say is pretty close.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, 91 to 95, I don't know if they still made Cheesy Gold
I think
Full at
94
95.
was the last year, maybe 93.
They could vary quite a bit because
100%.
there are some differences here,
Yeah,
truly.
I agree.
But this
agree.
is so good, man.
The viscosity, the
Oh, it's
mouth
crazy.
feel, and like
You
literally,
feel a coating around your mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the finish is still going from the sip that I took last.
yeah, it's a long
my.
finish for sure. Now I get the sweeter notes though.
They do come out on the palate a little bit.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So now I get kind of the caramel that you kind of expect. Yeah, I know. You still get those citrusy notes that you got on the nose,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get oak to finish it off, and then
It's not tannic oak. It is the exact opposite.
No,
this
no,
is
no.
not drying. You know, makes your mouth water. It's
God damn, that is good, man.
if
That's
you ever get the chance, if you're going through a family member's house and find some old turkey sitting around, you need to do whatever you can to go home with that bottle. This is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's damn good. It really is.
This has been one of my favorite bottles of all time and arguably the best bottle I have in my collection. And you just brought something over and shit on it. So
That's what I do. Yeah. No, it's damn good. I'm proud to own this. I'm glad I get to enjoy it with a very good buddy of mine. And what better way to spend it than that way and on a special day. Oh, there you go, sir.
it's gonna be that.
Yeah. So I think arguably this is, I mean, maybe a 10 out of 10. I don't know, man. This is probably the best bottle we've had.
I will say I don't really like giving stuff a perfect score
I
because
agree.
you leave
100%
no
I agree.
room for anything to exceed that.
9. Perfect.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Okay, there you go. Whatever it is, it's up there. It's up there.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
It's
It's perfect. If you like wild turkey, this is perfect. If you like that turkey funk,
hell, if you don't like wild turkey, it's perfect. I don't care what you say.
that's true. If you don't like wild turkey, you're probably not going to be watching this video.
That's it.
But you're probably at home eating turkey right now.
Yeah, and we're glad we can spend it with you. But with all that being said, here's the deal, guys. We're trying to get our subscriber count up. We're trying to get our follower count up. Okay? And one way to do it is to interact with us. Hit that subscribe button. Go to our Instagram. Hit that follow button. What we're looking to do is give out an ounce once we hit 192 subscribers on YouTube, because this is a 1992.
Yep.
So We're gonna kind of translate that the best we can here. So 192 subscribers, and then we're gonna go ahead and randomize the followers that we have on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a winner, and then you get an ounce of this CGF 1992, and you get to enjoy this goodness that we just enjoyed.
You don't want to miss out on this bottle.
No.
This is incredible stuff.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But this is our way of saying thank you so much for sticking with us from the very beginning. This is something new that we're trying out, and
Absolutely.
we're gonna keep trying at it. So really, we really appreciate it. It's our way of saying thank you. And so please hit that subscribe button. You got to be following us on Instagram because that is the way we're gonna contact the winner. And then from there, we'll work out the details. But again, Instagram and YouTube, you got to be following us and subscribe to us.
Yep.
Like, comment, do all the things you know you need to do.
Yep.
And until next time, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy holidays.
See you guys.